I try to turn the audio way down for the clips for the actual cart noise because it doesn't even really sound great like the engine, to be honest. It's just a lot of muffled noise. So mind the audio, and then I probably would just turn it down as well. So I got some footage from this weekend. I managed to make it out for my first track day of the season, and basically just wanted to kind of shake the cart down, see everything that I still needed to do to it, like add weight, kind of basically get set up for the first race in a few weeks, because it is getting a little warmer, but we're still in colder conditions. So I noticed the chassis going out into this session as I was driving, the back end was very loose. So I think there's a few tweaks I can make, maybe softer axle wise, or just track width, some small things basically to kind of help me give me some more rear end grip. But I was definitely enjoying the driving, and it was lots of fun to be back out on track. I ended up having to add quite a bit of weight because I honestly wasn't sure where I was going to be at with weight and what I needed. So I left everything off just to run the first session, get out, see how it felt, and, like, gear wise and engine wise on the track. And then came back in because they had the scales set up and checked where I was at. And then I ended up needing about 25 pounds or so to make our class weight. So then from what I think I just added 20 pounds. I think it was a little bit under because I ended up running basically 3 pounds shy for the day. I don't know if I added a little bit of fuel as well off the top of my head, but basically it was just about 3 pounds shy, which isn't crazy off weight, which kind of basically just gave me a good enough reference to see where I was at pushing lap time wise on weight. And I have a little more small, like a couple of small weights and some fuel I could just really add to make that difference anyway, so it's not like it's a huge amount. But I think I lapped an average of kind of around 109.4 maybe. I think my best times were like low 109.2s consistently, and I managed to hit a 108.8, but I couldn't replicate the 108.8 for some reason. I don't know if that was like pre-weight or something like that, but I definitely have to make some tweaks and get more dialed in, because I think our lap times consistently last season were even 107s around this layout. So I definitely need to be able to pick up a little more time. And in the draft, I think obviously it's even quicker. But I basically just wanted to get out, like I said, shake down the cart, see what I needed, added the weight, added the fuel, kind of got close to gear ratio, I believe, for what I might need for the first race. And then any small tweaks I was feeling, like I said, the track width, things like that, just kind of small things I can learn. But it was definitely lots of fun just to be back out on track in the sun, enjoying the day. I'm going to let this run for the last 2 or 3 laps, whatever it is in this clip, and then there's a couple of little clips at the end. One was a close call incident that almost turned into something, and then one I just kind of got caught up with a smaller 2-stroke cart that, like, it's just a weird incident that I don't know if I should have dropped back or he should have dropped back initially. It was just kind of funny, and I was just like, what is going on here? So, like I said, I'm going to let this run, and then I'll come back at the end when the other 2 clips cut in. this was the end of this session where I pulled into the pits and kind of just shut everything down. But the other two clips I was talking about are going to run after this. The first one was up cresting the hill into the little bowl at the top of the track. I got a close call because there was a couple of people parked on the side there, and I didn't obviously see them until I crested that hill and then got locked up and managed to just spin but not hit anybody, so it was a close call. So see that part to start. Then spun, didn't hit anybody, just kind of did my own thing. And if you notice on the right hand side of me here, there's another little kart that keeps going around me. I think it's a two-stroke. He ended up doing the exact same thing, cresting that hill behind me and locked up right beside me basically, and then didn't hit me, luckily. But then this was the other incident where I just kind of got caught up with this two-stroke kart, and I don't know if he was like pushing or not pushing, and I was trying to figure out what to do to go around him, or if I should even go around him. And then he took back off on the straight, and I was like, okay then, you're gone. And then had no pace in the turn, so I was like, okay, let me just go by here on the inside. And then he said, nope, you're not going by on the inside. So then and then just all of a sudden slowed way down into this turn, and to the point where I almost hit the back of him, and I was like, whoa, what is going on? So then he was slowing me up here, and I managed to just go around the outside, and I believe he just dropped back after that point, but I wasn't sure if I should have dropped back to start or he should have initially. But you can give your opinion on that section just to see what you would have done in the situation. But yeah, that was just more of a weird one to me. But I hope you enjoyed. It's definitely a little bit different content than I've been posting the last couple weeks. So hopefully we'll get a lot more of this with the nice weather in the summer coming soon. So if you enjoyed that content, leave a like. If you want to, like I said, comment on your opinion on any sections or any of the incidents you just watched, feel free to do so, and I'll look back at and reply to any comments in the comment section. Because I'm definitely intrigued what anybody else would have done in that situation with the two-stroke kart as well, the smaller one that I was kind of caught up with. But like I said, if you enjoyed, stick around. There'll be more of that content hopefully soon, and I'll catch you in the next one.